You're watching Pyro Media Network. Hello, Pyro Media family. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
Life became private when I realized it's not my enemies who hate me the most. Life became private when I realized it's not my enemies who hate me the most.
My mom used to say, keep your friends close, keep your enemies close and your friends closer. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Daryl Walter Show. I am your host, Daryl Walter. Welcome, everybody. How y'all doing out there? Happy Wednesday. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Hey, sis, how you doing over there? What up? Yes, dance, mother, dance, run. Huh? Today is definitely giving midweek service vibes. We gonna talk today because it's a lot going on, and I even realized when I put together the topics, hopefully I can pull it together. But today is coming in a sermon form, and when we get to the second half, we're gonna talk about weathering the storm. Now, up there said withering. I said, hold on, I got excited and I misspelled it. But what I meant was weathering, WEATHERING, huh? Weathering the storm to something new. Oh, we're going to talk about it today. But before we get into that, we're going to get into the church announcements. And before the church announcements, first, make sure you click, make sure you like, make sure you share this. Get in the comments because I do read the comments and I know y'all gonna have a lot to say. Make sure you follow moi and I am Daryl Walter on Instagram, on Facebook. Yes, I'm still on Facebook and TikTok where the action be happening. I'm gonna have a lot to say. And shout out to Pyro Media Network. and Bullet In-Flight Radio. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for making this whole thing happen and for me to be out here, as my producer said, giving husband material. Giving husband. I said, I want to thank you for manifesting that into my life. Okay? So if my husband's watching out there, I want to say hello. Okay? That's what I want to say. Hello. All right. Let's get into the church announcements, okay? Kwame, let me tell you something. I'm going to get through all of these because I know it's a lot and still have time to go to the
other. Have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you would have been?
It's a lot. It's a lot, okay? First of all, before we get into the pictures you got, Kwame, yes, before Lizzo, I just want to say congratulations to Charles and Miss Netta. No, I'm not going to put up a picture because I know y'all tired of them. I know y'all tired of them and Charles's lunch being ready. But now she's going to be making Charles's lunch on Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, girl, they're going to be on Love and Hip Hop. Mona Scott. I don't know why y'all acting surprised. Miss Netta knows how to get to the bag, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. Now let's get into the rest of it. Lizzo said she's not quitting music. She didn't mean what she said. She was just quitting getting into being dragged and paying attention to the naysayers and the haters. Did I put a picture up of Lizzo? Because, see, here's the thing, and I chose this picture because I want Lizzo to quit playing in my face. That's what I want Lizzo to do, is quit playing in my face, okay? Here's the reality, and this is no shade, but honey, we believe what the dancer said. We are looking at you side eye while you slanging yitty and coming out with a new album at some point, okay? You are living lavishly, and I do not agree with the bullying. Howsoever, in this moment, Lizzo, the dancers say that you dragged them down to Amsterdam and made them watch strippers put inanimate objects up their hoo-ha. That's what they said. And people, there is a community of people that believe it, okay? I don't judge. I said allegedly. I'm not here to judge your sister, but I'm here to let you know that half of the dragging is, I don't know what else to say or do. But I do know that she is selling good undergarments that's making her good money. She is out here in these TikTok streets. Okay. I don't know if this will blow over. Let me say that I don't know if this will blow over. I think this may be a light stain in her career that she is going to have to live with, lest she faces it head on. Speaking of facing it head on, Amanda Seales. You like that segue, Kwame? I think that was good. Amanda Seales. Bring up a good picture of Amanda Seales. Now, I am a fan of Amanda Seales. I think Amanda Seales is someone you either love or hate. Okay, she a straight chaser, straight up, no mixer, no added water. She is concentrated. Okay, Amanda Seales recently took to social media to just point out that how she's kind of been I don't want to say banned, but basically not disinvited to a lot of the award shows, okay? And recently, she took to Instagram to share a little more after a few articles were published about her. Let's play the clip.
Okay, honestly, I've had enough. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Really? 3 pieces. From three people I have never met in my life. From three publications that are supposed to be about uplifting Black people, which is all I have dedicated my life to doing. Shit! What hubris do I have? You people literally cannot stand that someone has studied and is speaking on what they studied, that someone has read and is speaking on what they read. You can't stand that someone loves us, so much, that their passion is so exemplary and is exuding through the phone that it touches people who literally have never felt love that much and they don't know how to process it. That's what you're feeling. I want to send all the love to everyone who has shown me love. But you people who are continuing to attempt to break me down, you will not break me. You cannot break me. I am loved. I am anointed. I am touched. I am working through the blood of our ancestors. You will not break me. And it is so sad that you are so broken that this is the effort that you would take to try and get some clout. And you know what? Let's say I did get broken. Y'all will be the first ones to be like, see, y'all be doing too much. No, big up to all my strong Black women who are supporting other strong Black women and every other person supporting us. We love you. The rest of y'all can suck up.
Now bring me back up and take Amanda to the side. Now she said a mouthful. And I know that there is a group of people, some of y'all listening to this and some of y'all listening out there, the radio and Cyberland, that will say, well, she gets what she deserves. She is vocal. She has said some very cringeworthy things. She said some offensive things. She's probably said some things that have rubbed you the wrong way. Okay, so what did I do? I went ahead and did my due diligence and read the article, one of the articles that Amanda Seales is referring to. Kwame, go ahead and bring her up. This is Monique Jordan, who is a storyteller. And let me just say, a shady storyteller, in my personal opinion. How you doing? She wrote this article, this opinion, not of the Grill, but it was published in the Grill online, that talked about why Amanda Seales should not feel bad for being disinvited and why she deserves it because of some of the things that she has said. Here's the thing. Monique, hey girl, Fun Deb, how you doing? I just can't see another Black woman tearing another Black woman down. When I first saw the post from Amanda Seales, I said, well, please, Lord, let it be somebody else. Okay, just somebody not Black. Let it be a man. But I was like, Lord, it's a Black woman. So here we go. Bring Amanda Seales back up. Because here's why I am standing with Amanda Seales and why I'm side-eyeing Monique. Because Amanda Seales, so basically Monique said, listen, you said some things. Amanda Seales had said things like, if you own several Nike suits and you don't have a passport, you're already losing. Or if you don't know your credit score and you have, all these Nike shoes, kind of things to that nature. I've heard her say, as a man, you shouldn't have a belly, and that rubbed me the wrong way. Here's the thing with Amanda Seales. And here's the thing I want to say and tie it into everyone out there listening. The reality is when you speak the truth, when you stand in your truth, when you stand in something right, it's just not popular. It's just not popular. It's not something everyone's going to gravitate to. As a matter of fact, it's something that is going to cause stir. It's going to cause stir. I can't talk. It's going to cause people to speak, and that's what Amanda has done. Here's the thing where I find what Monique wrote a little out of touch and very, what's the generation after the millennials? I don't know, them younger ones. It was very youthful because she challenged her on things about credits, about owning clothes versus having a passport, which is all debatable. Gen Z, thank you. The Gen Z generation. I love y'all, but sometimes y'all just be so far so far in the clouds that sometimes it's hard for you to see around, okay? I still love you. I love you dearly, okay? Because you teach me stuff. But the thing is, Amanda Seales is educated. Okay, some people say, well, what's that got to do with anything? She has her master's in African American studies. She is studied and she knows what she's talking about. Also, I side with her on not being invited to the awards show. Okay, but here Dr. Holt says, but can you say derogatory things and not expect people to say nothing? See, me, I would tell Amanda after saying something like that, girl, F you and keep pushing. And that may be true. That may be true, but here's the thing. Amanda Seales is an accomplished actress, okay? She's been on Insecure. She's been on, since a child, she's been on Nickelodeon. Amanda's been in the game for a very, 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 very long time, just based off of her experience. Monique countered that and said, well, it's a problem if you don't stay friends after you leave a job. Let me tell you something. When I leave a place of employment, I'm not friends with the people at the employment. I may keep in touch with one or two, maybe three, but I'm not judging my work based off of my friendships, because I let people know from the beginning, I didn't come here to make friends. I came here to get the paper and do my job. Now, if we get along, that's a blessing. But if we don't, I still get a check. I still do my job, and see that's at Gen Z. Everybody want to be friends and make sure everybody get along, and that's just not life. Okay, Amanda is also a singer. Lest we forget, she literally replaced the Floetists in Floetry, an iconic group with an iconic song, okay? She also is a comedian, okay? She has her own Netflix special. How many comedians have their own Netflix special? A lot. Okay, hush, Siri. Get out of my business. Tell me later. And also, she's a radio host. And also, she's been a talk show host on TV. And also, she hosted the same awards they don't invite her to, she hosted in 2020, in the thick of COVID. So I really think that I'm going to tie in the theme at the end of all of this, okay? But this is kind of, no, I'm going to tie it in right now. Right now, it's really starting to look like the world has not advanced as far as we think it has, and the world still does not respect and like Black women or the gays. Okay, we're going to get into that in one of these stories, okay? Because here's the thing. There's a lot of people who don't look like Amanda Seales who have said disrespectful things all the time. Kanye West is his name. Okay, he barely got canceled, and he had to say some outrageous, outlandish stuff. I feel like what Amanda Seales has said is the truth. Hey, my credit's not amazing, and maybe credit is not the thing of today, but for Monique to say that, well, everybody is not into credit, it's like, girl, everybody don't want to pay their bills on time and just keep a track of it. Anyways, I don't like this right now because this feels like an attack in some way. I can't call it. I don't agree with everything Amanda Seales, but she doesn't deserve the vitriol. Let's move on to the next story. What we got next? Oh, Beyonce. Beyonce recently received the Innovator Award at the prestigious iHeartRadio Music Awards, okay? Lord. Let me pause before Beyonce. Listen, I want Kanye to do some lunges and some squats because he got his mama's hips. Rest in peace, Donna. But he got his mama's hips. And he do look like... Listen, mental health is real. I don't think y'all realize this. Mental health is real. Anyways, Beyonce, let's get into this. Because y'all see the theme now. Ain't no Lizzo, Amanda Seales, now Beyonce. So Beyonce got the prestigious Innovator Award at the iHeart Music Awards. Let's play the clip of her acceptance speech. I really want y'all to hear it.
I love you, and I honor you. I want to thank you for making a way for all of us. I'm honored to receive this recognition from you, Stevie Wonder. Whenever anyone asks me if it's anyone I can listen to for the rest of my life, it's always you. God bless you.
I just want to thank you for motivating the world to become a better place.
Thank you so much. Thank you to iHeartRadio. Tonight, you call me an innovator, and for that, I'm very grateful. Innovation starts with a dream, but then you have to execute that dream, and that road can be very bumpy. Being an innovator is seeing what everyone believes is impossible. Being an innovator often means being criticized, which often will test your mental strength. Being an innovator is leaning on faith and trusting that God will catch you and guide you. So, to all the record labels, every radio station, every award show, my hope is that we're more open to the joy and liberation that comes from enjoying art with no preconceived notions. And I want to dedicate this award to all the innovators who have dedicated their lives and their art to creating shifts. So thank you for your sacrifices, your powerful voices, and your dauntless spirits. Thank you to Rosetta Tharpe, Miss Tracy Chapman, Linda Martell, Prince, Stevie Wonder, Andre 3000, Tina Turner, Michael Jackson, and so many more who defied any label placed upon them. Thank you for executing your dream so we could all follow. And thank you from my team at Parkwood. Y'all worked so hard, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. My husband, my rock, my best friend, I love you. My 3 beautiful children who continue to be my inspirations and my biggest blessing. Have a beautiful night, and thank you so much.
Listen here. Let me tell you something. Beyonce is the Michael Jackson of this time. Beyonce is not only the Michael Jackson, Beyonce is the Beyonce of this time. Okay? That's what that is. And Dr. Holt, Stevie Wonder is 117 with about 117 kids, allegedly. He may be blind, but he can see a lot of things. Okay, you didn't hear that from me. Let me get back to this. And also, let me say this. A lot of y'all saying Chloe needs to leave Beyonce. No, she don't. She needs to stay right where she is. She needs to stay right where she is. Here's the thing. Whether you like the album or not, that's not what it's about. Okay? I think what's going on right now is a pseudo backlash. I think it's something. There seems to be a trend of hating Black women in the gays. We think it's shifting, but it's not. Daryl, what are you talking about? Well, it's so interesting. All in the media, there's the backlash, the negativity. They will, they may not, play her music. It ain't country. I hate the album. I miss Dangerously in Love. Lemonade was my jam. Yada, 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 etc., period. But at the awards, where were the boos? Where were the hisses? Where were the she doesn't deserve this? See, I want you to open your Bible. Open your Bible to the book of Lemonade, chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. She says, you earned all this money, but you can't take the country out of me. She already let you know that a country album was coming a long time ago. Okay? Then she goes on to say, you might be that bitch. Look at your neighbor and say, that bitch. When you cause all this conversation, let me tell you something. Some of you out there are worried because they hating on you and they talking about you. But I'm here to remind you that you that bitch. Come on, somebody. This is a true conversation of what is country, what is R&B, what is hip hop, staying in your lane. Some people gonna get mad because they gonna be like, well, she didn't thank Shirley Caesar. She thanked the people that she needs to thank. But I think what's gonna happen is Beyonce gonna cause a change to the categories at the Grammys. That's what she gonna do. Okay, I got 4 more minutes. We're gonna take a late commercial. Let's get into this other story. Now, this church in Glenn Hardin, Michigan, First Baptist Church, I want y'all to see this and let me know y'all thoughts.
Many of you know that I attended the First Baptist Church of Glen Arden in Maryland for about 15 years now. And for the past 14 years, I've been a third and fourth grade Sunday school teacher. I love doing that. I feel like it's a gift that God has blessed me with. Unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, I was called into the office. That was brought to their attention that I was gay. And because of this, they relieved me of my duties and told me I could not be a Sunday school teacher anymore. My whole life is a testament to who God is. You know, I'm always happy to share God's word with people. Greatest commandment in the law is to love your God with all your heart and with all your soul. And the second commandment is like that: love your neighbor as yourself. I should still have a passion for God. Honestly, these past couple of weeks, it's really left me questioning my faith in God.
Oh, was that the end of it? Okay, well, bring me back up. Bring the picture of the church up, Kwame. It's a picture of the glass church. Do you have that picture? Oh, let me see here. You may not have it. Anyways, Glenhard, the First Baptist Church, because some of y'all, I was thinking to myself, well, first of all, how did they not know that you were gay, sir? That's not shade or anything like that, but Stevie Wonder could see that. No. Sorry, it's too easy. But, you know, the church is a big church, okay? And it kind of hit a home for me because the last church I attended, I was a Sunday school teacher. And I actually, there you go. That's the church right there. That's First Baptist Church of Glen Hardin, okay? So we're not talking about no little storefront or no little, you know, on the street around the corner. This is a big church. They got money. Okay, so that means he had a lot of kids around him. Now let me say, I was a Sunday school teacher, or what they call I forget what they call it, but it was Sunday school basically. And before I became a teacher, I had to take a background check and everything. So it's legit. So churches like these, big churches like these, they don't play about that. You get a background check, you thumbprint all of it. Okay. But here's the thing. Because at the beginning you said it was brought to my attention someone. So here's what happened. Someone new came to the church. I know church, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Somebody new came to church. They brought their kids and they sat in the back. And they and they saw him teaching, and he was like, now kids, turn to John 3:16. What does it say? And it was probably a mother. Tell you why. And it's not his fault. He's a handsome man, so that probably wasn't on his side. Because Lord, I'm painting a picture. This is in my head, allegedly. She was a single mother, brought the kids to church, and she was saying it's fine. And they saw him, and she was like, oh, he's gay. So she went to the office and was like, it's either me or him. And they said, well, they chose the money. Because if he been teaching there for 13 years, so he ain't bothering nobody. And I bet he's a good teacher, and he probably really loves the Lord. Okay? I was a Sunday school teacher, but let me tell you, I dropped out before they could fire me or ask me to leave. That was just my personal thought on it. Exactly. The church is full of the girls. Everywhere you go, the church is full of the girls. Let me tell you, any church in America I could walk into and pull something. I'm not even bragging. And all churches love new booty. You know, again, it's going back to the thread of the world and just as far as we've come, Black women, and I just throwing the gays there because this young man is probably a great teacher. He's probably a faithful member. He probably pays his tithes. But he's gay. And a lot of these mainstream churches and some of the non-mainstream churches, they're just not here. They're gonna choose the money all the time. So y'all let me know what you think. Because the girls ain't, like Dr. Ho said, the girls ain't the ones you need to be worried about, okay? Last one. Angel Reese. Angel Reese is a college basketball player. I adore her. I discovered her recently. She was on The Breakfast Club because she's a college basketball player who broke down walls, where she was one of the first athletes to be able to receive endorsements. So she got money. Okay, she's number 2 in her division. She plays forward at Louisiana LSU. She won the championship year before last, or last year, year before last. This year didn't happen. But she recently announced that she is going to go all the way. She's going to go to WNBA, which I think, in my personal opinion, I'm just calling it here, she's going to be the next Lisa Leslie, the next Layla Ali, the next woman who really brings the eyes to women's sports, in particular WNBA. Well, here's the thing. She getting hated on too. Recently, she was in an interview, and let's play a little clip of what she said. You got the little 10-second clip. It's the first one.
Like, I'm still human. Like, all this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day I haven't had peace since then.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. You know, here's the thing. She goes on to say that she's a self-proclaimed villain. And there's a clip that I'm going to play soon, but I want to say this. As soon as she said a self-proclaimed victim, I want to say this to anybody out there. You are not who they say you are. And a lot of times, especially when you're the trailblazer, when you're the leader, when you're the first one, when you're the only one, when you're the top dog or whatever, you know, you're going to be hated on. And not only are you going to be hated on, but a lot of times, I experience it all the time. You're going to be called a bitch. You're going to be called rude. You're going to be called sassy. You're going to be called zesty. You're going to be called aggressive. You're going to be called everything but amazing. And what I think is sad here is that this young lady has really broken down barriers, okay? She has made it a way where other athletes coming behind her are going to be, those endorsements that they give at the all the college levels, they get money from that, okay? But let's play this clip and hear what this lady had to say that really gave me perspective.
I'll say this. I really enjoy villains. I like villains. Mm-hmm. I like villains more than most. But why is she a villain? Because of what she does on the court?
She said she was.
Who made her the villain?
She said she was the villain.
Self-proclaimed. Who made her the villain? Because someone made her the villain, and it wasn't her. She was being herself and bragging the same way that all athletes brag when they win, when they hit a big shot, when they do this. I've seen it a million times. But we don't talk about them the way that we talk about Angel Reese. So it's very easy to say that we're just going to eliminate the fact that she is a young girl and eliminate the fact that she is a Black girl and eliminate the fact that she's an unapologetic Black girl. We could take all that out. I love playing the we don't see color game. We don't see gender game. Let's do that. Do we talk about men who brag after winning or hitting a big shot the way that we talk about Angel Reese? I'll clear it up for you. We don't do segments about that because it's very common. We're used to seeing it. It's absorbed differently. Mm-hmm. There's an expectation of how Angel Reese is supposed to act. The reason we know that is because of the reaction that we got from her. And when she did that to Caitlin Clark last year, people didn't like it. Men do that all the time. Joe Burrow, we could pull up so many clips of men doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. We ask for a lot of authenticity from players. Mm-hmm. We ask for the real. We ask for emotions. We ask for interviews. We ask for not the cans. Yeah, congrats to Caitlin Clark in Iowa. I'm going to make my decision next year. Appreciate you all coming out. We just didn't play our best today. You know, we could have been better. We didn't play our best today. We could have on to Cincinnati, right? We don't like that, right? We want the real. We want the interviews. We want the authenticity. We want the emotion. But then when we get that, don't do that. Don't do that. Be the person that we've put you up here to be. Be the person that Someone else said you were because you gloated, because you did something that men do all the time. What I'm trying to say is she didn't make herself the villain. She showed up unapologetically herself in the same way that men do all the time.
But that's everybody. That's everybody.
Every Tuesday night in January. No, they don't.
But
they don't get the same thing. They don't get the same thing, and that's why she's in this position.
But we don't.
Listen, y'all. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a commercial break because I love this so much. When we come back, we're going to talk about Angel Reese. And not only that, we're going to talk about my topic today, weathering the storm to becoming something new. I'll see y'all in a few minutes, okay? Grab your popcorn, listen to the commercial. I'll see y'all, okay? Be right back.
Because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
Hey pilots, did you know that you can now catch the electrifying sounds of Bulletin Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bulletin Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bulletin Flight Radio.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Daryl Walter Show. Make sure you click like, make sure you click share, make sure you share with everybody because Coach Leslie said it earlier, this is a conversation. And baby, we are just going to do that. We are going to do just that, have a conversation. Okay? We are going to have a conversation about this, but maybe not in the way that you think, okay? That clip really, in the clips before, when I looked at the list of the church announcements and what I was talking about, what I saw were people that were great being hated on and being crushed down. Angel Reese. First of all, let me say this baby is 6'1", 21 years old, and already making history. She's number 2 in her division. And when she goes to the WNBA, because I believe she's going to go, she's ranked number 7 in the mock draft. And I believe with it, because she's from Maryland. I don't know what it is, people from Maryland, but they got a little extra humph. So I think she's going to at least get number 3 or number 2. But here's the thing. The hate is not going to stop. The villainization is not going to stop. And for many of you out there, you are leaders, you are great, but you are in a position right now where you are in a storm. You are in a situation where you feel like you are being crushed, where you feel like you have no way out, where you feel like you don't know what's going on. I told you today's going to be like a preaching message, okay? It's definitely giving midweek service this week. But you're in situation, maybe on the job, maybe in your personal life, maybe in your family, maybe in your friendship, maybe in your business, but you are somewhere where you feel like, how am I going to get through this? Maybe you said to yourself, how the hell am I going to get through this? But I want you to put your hands on your chest and just say, I am weathering the storm to becoming something new. Come on and say it again. I am weathering the storm to becoming something new. And we just gonna say it 3 times for good grace and mercy. I am weathering the storm to becoming something new. This week, when I was thinking about what am I gonna talk about, all I can talk about is what I know to be true and what I know works for me. So I pray, and it is my desire that what I share with you will be help for you or someone else. But let's get started. Listen, weathering the storm to becoming something new. I came up with that title because many times we think something is happening to us because of what we did. Or if you believe in the devil or negativity or karma, something, you just being attacked. Okay, or maybe you into astrology and it's clearly a Mercury retrograde, whatever it is. But we look at the negativity of what we're going through and what is happening. And I wanted to shift the perspective into what is happening to you is happening for you and it's happening for your good. Therefore, I am weathering the storm to becoming something new. And when I thought about weathering the storm, I thought about transition. Okay. And in transition, you're going from one space to another space. So what do I mean? You are becoming something new. Many of you are like what? The caterpillar becoming the butterfly. Okay. So you are in transition, and that transition is uncomfortable. I want to paint a picture for you of a liminal space. What is a liminal space? The word liminal space is used in architecture. And it is used to describe a space that is not meant to be lived in. If you stay with me and you catch a little bit of this, this is going to bless you. Okay. Liminal spaces are designed in architecture. They are spaces that are not meant to be stayed in. They're not meant to be long-term spaces of staying. Okay. So a liminal space could be like a hallway. Okay. A waiting room. Maybe a hallway or a walkway between one bridge to another, right? A liminal space can be the garage, the parking space in the garage, because you are there for parking. You know, it's not meant to be stayed in, okay? And many of us out there are in liminal spaces. What do I mean? We are in a space in life that is temporary. Okay, we are I love the way my camera is just really working for me today. We are in a space that is not meant to be stayed in. We are in a space that is temporary and transitional, meaning that what you are going through right now is temporary and it will not last always. Okay, it ain't forever. This ain't your forever space, okay? It may feel like your forever space. And let me just add this caveat onto a liminal space. Anytime liminal spaces are created, when you are in that space, it don't feel good. Have you ever been in the garage and it felt eerie? Or you walk in the walkway when nobody else is there, you look over your shoulder to make sure nobody is following you. So when you are in that space, you get feelings of fear, feelings of doubt, feelings of discomfort. So I'm here to let you know that when you're weathering the storm, it doesn't always feel comfortable and it doesn't always feel good. But I'm here to let you know that that space is temporary. It is not lasting always, and you will get to the other side. When I looked up the word weathering, okay, there were 4 definitions. There were 4 definitions to the word weathering, okay? And I want to share them with you, and hopefully it blessed me, okay? Number 1, to wear away or change the appearance or texture of by long exposure to the air. See, some of you are weathering situations that are taking off the layers of the old you because of the exposure to what you feel like is breaking you, to what you feel like you cannot handle. It is literally changing you for the better. How much time I got? 13? Okay. Number two, the number two definition of weathering: to make a board or tile to keep out rain. Okay? Some of you are protected during the weathering storm. What do I mean by that? I mean that situations work out. You go through things and you say to yourself, I don't know how I got through this. I don't know how I got over this. I don't know how I got over this heartbreak. I don't know how I got over the firing. I don't know how I got over the disengagement from the family member. I don't know how I got over that heartbreak, but somehow I was able to get through it. That's that weathering. That's that protection. Okay, this just blessed me, okay? Number three, weathering: to spend a period perched in open air in some type of wind. What does that mean? If you think about like a bird standing on the wooden pole at the ocean, and they're just standing there, and the winds and the rain are just beating them, and they are just perched, standing there, weathering the storm, withstanding the elements of the rain. Many of you are going through situations where you kind of say to yourself, you know what, if this was the old me, baby, I would have XYZ them. If the last time this happened to me, the way I reacted, but I reacted differently, that's because the layers are coming off. You are protected, and then you are perched, and you are anew. You know what I'm saying? You are weathering the storm to becoming something new. And number four, to come safely through. To come safely through, to withstand at the end, to make it to the other side. You know, last week I talked about my experience with depression, my experience with life and having challenges, and being transparent about what I'm going through. And what I realized, that everything that we're going through is always working for our good. And that the times that we feel low, the times that we feel like, what am I going to do? Let me tell you, those are not always times where it's always bad, but it's just the liminal space, the next level, the next transition to something greater. And that greatness is not always popular. That greatness is not always received at first. That greatness is talked about. That greatness is hated on. That greatness doesn't always get the likes. That greatness doesn't always get the followers. But that doesn't mean that it's not great. It doesn't mean that it's not amazing. It doesn't mean that it's not quality work. The breakup doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That was just a situation to get you through to the other side. Now is not, let me say this, and let me say this to anybody out there. I hope somebody hears this that needs to hear this. Now, I wrote this in my notes. Let me see. There's my notes right there. Now is not a time to make a long-term decision on a temporary situation. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Now is not a time to make a long-term decision on a temporary situation. Some of y'all quit because it don't feel good. Some of y'all go right and you should have went left because you bumped your toe. Some of you break up the relationship because, see. Now is not the time to make those kind of decisions. Now is a time to be still. Now is a time to sit quietly. Why? Because it is in the stillness that the true actions take place. It is in the stillness, in the quietness, that the transition can truly happen. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me right now. When you are weathering the storm, the things that you see as negative, the things that you see as beating you down are truly not beating you down, but really building you up. Because on the other side is the dark, is the light. That's what I said. On the other side is the sun and the light. Kwame, you're not gonna believe this. You not gonna believe this. Kwame said what? I want to take you to the Bible. Okay? I want to see, if you don't believe in the Bible, just listen and Google this, okay? And I'm going to walk you through it, okay? Yes, I'm using the Bible scriptures. It's kind of messy. I told you it's midweek servicing, okay? Take me over to Acts, all right? Chapter 16, 25, okay? And it says, y'all know this, but I want to walk you through this. And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto God. And the prisoners heard them. See, here's the thing. I don't know if you noticed there, at midnight, the breakthrough didn't happen. At midnight, it wasn't all good. It just said at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and gave praise. See, what I'm saying to you right now, in the middle of your storm, in the middle of what you're going through, right now is not the time to worry about the next step. Right now is not the time to worry about whether it's going to happen or not, because maybe it's all going to work out. But right now is the time to pray. What do I mean by that? Right now is the time to give thanks. What do I mean by that? If you don't pray, if you're not one, just show gratitude. Now is the time to just be grateful. Now is the time to just sit in stillness and just be grateful. You don't have to do anything, but go ahead and pray. And then I'm going to be done after this. And I don't think I'm going to bring up another scripture after this. It's going to be it. I just felt churchy today, okay? Then it said, and suddenly was a great earthquake, and so the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were open. Okay? Let me find my little final thought over here. Hold on. Final thought, final word. I think we did good on time, Kwame. Final thought. Transition time right now. Some of y'all getting ready for summer on Big in Your Bag. Okay? I know I'm talking right. Some of y'all, looking for, some of y'all, trying to be husband material or wifey material. Some of y'all working on going up in your career. Some of y'all making changes in your life. Whatever it is, there will be a time of difficulty or storm. But I'm just here to let you know you're going to get through it and get to the other side. I hope this encouraged you. I hope this really blessed you and encouraged you. I hope the stories of Beyonce and of Angel Reese and of the Sunday school teacher with his cute self and of Amanda Seals encourages you to really live your path, to really be the trailblazer that you were created and designed to be, okay? Listen, that dream you have, it's time to execute it. That vision that's inside of you, it's time for you to see it through. But most of all, be true to yourself. Okay, y'all? Listen, thank you for listening to the Daryl Walter Show. As always, tune in, click like and share, and I'll see y'all next week. All right? I got to go. Peace.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.